For 24 hours, the coffin of Her late Majesty has lain at rest in St Giles Cathedral, Edinburgh. Queen Elizabeth, Queen of Scots, beginning the final journey out of her Scottish lands. Her subjects here, many thousands of them, have taken the chance to pay their last respects at whatever time of the day or night they were able. Now she returns to England to lie in state, to be laid finally to rest. The only sound, a piper's lament. While the King continues his visits to the four capitals of the Union, it is the Princess Royal who will accompany their mother's body. King Charles has inherited a union of four nations, but maintaining that union may be the greatest challenge of his reign. All four national capitals will have the chance to pass on their condolences to him and his family. Today's visit to Belfast, a conscious attempt to build on his mother's legacy, that being above politics gives the monarchy great moral power to bring people together. The streets of central Belfast lined with crowds waiting for their first glimpse of the new king. It's a testament to how much the situation has changed in Northern Ireland that a public walkabout by a monarch should provoke so few security concerns. The power of a king, or just the power of celebrity, whatever it was, it worked its magic on these two schoolboys. Outside Hillsborough Castle, the King and Queen took the chance to see the thousands of bouquets of flowers left in the late Queen's memory.
Long save the King! Long save the King! Long save the King!
Inside, he was greeted by the pageantry, with which, in just a few days, we've become very familiar. But there was a significance here that went way beyond protocol. He met the province's most senior politicians, but Northern Ireland has no devolved government right now. If it had, the First Minister would be Sinn Féin's Michelle O'Neill, committed to leaving the UK and with it the monarchy.
Thank you so much for the incredibly kind things that you said about Grandma.
Well, she played a great role here in terms of reconciliation and building peace, so it's the end of an era for sure.
And then from the Speaker of the Stormont Parliament, Sinn Féin's Alex Maskey, a former member of the IRA. He spoke of his respect for the King's mother.
She personally demonstrated how individual acts of positive leadership can help break down barriers and encourage reconciliation. She personally underlined that one tradition is not diminished by reaching out to show respect to another. I want to acknowledge that your own words and actions over the years have already shown that you are seized of the importance of reconciliation and are committed to playing your full part in that.
My mother felt deeply, I know, the significance of the role she herself played in bringing together those whom history had separated and in extending a hand to make possible the healing of long-held hurts. Now, with that shining example before me, and with God's help, I take up my new duties resolved to seek the welfare of all the inhabitants of Northern Ireland.
At a moment when the Good Friday Agreement is under pressure and the Northern Ireland Protocol divides both the province and Westminster, words of reconciliation are again of vital importance. This is no time for politics, but as they waited for the King's arrival at a service of reflection and thanksgiving in St Anne's Cathedral, Belfast, Liz Truss met Ireland's Taoiseach Miho Martin for the first time as Prime Minister. New government, new monarch, new start, many will be hoping. The Queen spoke often of her affection for Northern Ireland. In return, they have spoken throughout today of what she achieved here.
The word which I think will be most associated with Queen Elizabeth and Ireland, North and South, is reconciliation.
Within the last hour, the Princess Royal joined the Guard of Honour from the Royal Regiment of Scotland as the coffin was taken from the hearse to be carried by the Royal Air Force to Northolt in West London. This time the RAF given the honour of providing the bearer party.
Guard slow! Arms!
The last flight home. By tonight, Her late Majesty will be back at her home to lie at rest in the throne room of Buckingham Palace. James Mates, ITV News.